when I go look, I had a credit increase. Now, I didn't know anything about credit at that time span. I just figured, oh, okay, this is something you get. You can use it and then just pay the minimum payment, which is what most people think when they think of credit. But nevertheless, probably in 2 months, I had that thing maxed out. But one thing that I did do is I paid that minimum payment forever. I think I had that car for about 5 years. Just barely making the minimum payment, Now, fast forward a bit, I remember I was working at a collections job because that's pretty much all I've done until I got into credit now. And while at that collections job, I got a bonus check. I got a bonus check for like $500 or whatnot. Working there, I was like, oh, okay, I got some extra money. What should I do with it? And I figured, you know what? Let me go and pay this credit card off. Because by this time is when I started learning about the interest, and by paying the minimum payment, it was just crazy. A little bit went towards the balance. My balance was always between $290 and $300 charged off. And remember, I had a $300 credit limit. So this day I said, you know what? Let me go online and let me pay it. So it's 5 years paying that minimum payment. So they made a lot of money off of it. Nevertheless, I went online to go pay it. When I go look, I had a credit increase. I went from $300 to $3,000, and I was just like, oh my goodness. Still not understanding credit, but excited. I said, you know what? Got something in the mail saying, hey, you have earned income of $3,000 that you didn't report on your taxes, and now you have to pay taxes on this $3,000. And at the time, I'm like, what the heck? And then come to find out, it was that Capital One credit card. So they got me at the end. I ended up having to pay, I think, like $1,200. And that was the end of Capital One at that time span.